Welcome to another episode of the Maestro. Today we're going to take a look at my own personal Moto Guzzi Griso 1200 SE. I bought this bike about a year ago because I thought it would be the coolest thing to cruise up and down Sunset Boulevard with. Here we are just cruising down Sunset through Beverly Hills, park it in front of a restaurant. People will gather around and gawk at this gorgeous piece of Italian machinery. The two twin 1200cc cylinders hanging out in the air are just a sight to behold. But the question is, can this Moto Guzzi Griso run with modern machinery with the boys up on the mountain? Well, we're going to find out. We have Ken up in the lead on the S1000. Francesco just bought this CBR1000RR. In fact, this is his first ride on the bike. And then we have Tyler in tow on his R1. Will Tyler combine me? Will these guys just ride off into the distance? Or can the Griso hold its own with even some of the best sport bikes out on the market? Well, we'll see if I'm going to be annihilated or I'm going to surprise a lot of people. And to be fair, Francesco's bike is not set up. I can just tell what the bike is doing from riding behind him. And when we got to the end of this road, I said, Francesco, you don't have enough preload in your front end because it's feeling vague and it's feeling a little bit twitchy, right? He goes, yes, that's exactly how it's feeling. So he doesn't have the best setup. Once he gets this thing dialed in, I'm sure it's going to be a very different story. But very interesting for the task at hand, to see if the Griso can even hang with these formidable machines. And as you can tell, I think we're doing okay. CBR just takes off into the distance on the straight, but the Griso does pretty well through the corners. And, you know, it's one thing to outrun somebody on a Tuono or an RSV4, but To stay in tow in a Griso is, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. It's something very special. Nobody expects it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to put the Tuono up on Craigslist anytime soon because the Griso is that good, but it's good enough. And for somebody who doesn't want to just rail and rip all the time and just wants to go at a nice, smooth, consistent, quick pace, the Griso is a very good alternative because it can obviously get it done, and around town it's comfortable, it's cool. We're going to do a road test on the Griso as soon as the weather breaks and I can get some footage of me on it with Lawrence following. But in the meantime, I think this will give you a good taste for what the Griso can do. Now in part 2, we're going to follow Ken up Angeles Forest Highway and see what it can do against that potent S1000RR. So thanks for watching, and again, please subscribe and like our channel, and we'll continue to bring more